in the morning, I was looking for a car to go to work, and there was this man in a car at the other side of the road, and he was giving me signs, but I wasn't minding him because I was late. So I wanted to get to work early. So as I wasn't minding him, he crossed to the other side of the road, like where I was, and I was still not minding him. But he came to park in front of me, and he was calling me a fear, a fear. So when I decided to get closer to the car and tell him that, oh, I am not a fear. So when I got closer to the car, and this man was talking, I don't know if Juju know you saw said then he was holding some handkerchief and he just like did his hand like get into the car. When I was getting to the car, I wasn't myself. Like it's like my soul is not willing to get into the car. My body was willing to get into the car. So I got into the car and I was in the car. So when I got in the car, because people were wishing me, I was replying messages. And he was like, "Oh, am I busy?" And I said, "Oh, today is my birthday, so I'm replying people messages. That is why." And he said, "Where am I going to?" And I said, "I'm going to Accra." And he said, "Okay, then he'll drop me off at 37." And you see the Medina Road, there's traffic on it. So he said, "Oh, then he would what's the name? He will use the Shashi side, like so he drove to East Legon around Despite's house, and he was like, oh, he's dodging the traffic. So when he got to around Despite's house, he drove ahead and he stopped. He stopped the car and he rolled the glasses up, and he what's the name? He told me to put on my seatbelt, and he said that he locked the car too, and he told me that, oh, he wants to tell me something now. I've made a very big mistake entering into the car. Now there are a lot around Accra, especially around East Legon. There are a lot. They sit in different cars. They take girls to Kaswa for rituals. And at that time, that was when my all my senses came back to me, and I was like panicking and all that. He was like, "Oh, I should relax." But because of how I was speaking to him, I was smiling at him, and because today is my birthday, he will let me go. So I remember that I've heard some girls on TikTok talk about the same experience. Two girls, they said the same like similar things happened to them. So when he said I should calm down and he will let me go. And I said, okay. So I started panicking. So I was breathing a bit faster, and I told him that, oh, I have asthma. So the seat belt, he should let me take off the seat belt. And he said no, I should listen to instructions. So at that time, we saw some people coming. So I don't know whether he felt like because people are coming, I'll try and then scream or something. So he told me that he took one girl B, and the same thing, the girl wasn't obedient, and she saw people coming, and there was a policeman too. So the girl started banging the windows and started screaming for help, and then he dozed the girl. And when the policeman came, he just told the girl that, oh, it is his girlfriend now. She's drunk. So he took the girl to Kaswa, and that girl, when they killed her, he was very sad. Yes. So as I was saying, so when he said that, he said I should listen to instructions. So I was quiet, and he said he's going to drop me off anywhere he wants to. So he started driving again, and when he was driving, he took me to some place, same East Legon, but it was that street was more abandoned, like, yeah. And he went to park behind us. Some car be there. He went to park behind the car. So when we were there, he told me that he has to call his boss. He has to call his boss and then let his boss. Okay, I've forgotten what, but he said he has to call his boss. So he opened the radio very loud, And then he took some small phone B and he was on the call. And he said that he has gotten the girl, but he didn't know that I am his sister's husband's sister. So, and I also I'm in my menses, so he has to let me go. When he finished his call, and then he told me that the boss, yeah, when after the call, my hand was on the seat belt. What's this? Yeah, the seat belt, and this man just hits my chest. That why am I not listening to instructions? What do I want to? What am I trying to do? And I said, oh, I've told you that I have asthma, so I can't breathe. And then he hits me again. So that was when I knew that if I don't um look sharper, this man can actually really do something to me. Whether what he's saying is true or not, he's still a man and I'm a female, so he can do something to me. So he told me that the boss gave him three options. It's either he brings me to Kaswa, he doses me and brings me to Kaswa, or he would um he would sleep with me and then take my fluid, or he would take my phone and take my belongings. So I said that's okay. So he told me to choose one. And I said, okay, then you should have sex with me because you can't have sex with me at the front seat. You definitely have to go to the back seats, or you have to take me to what's the name, a place, maybe bush or something. And with that, I can definitely come out of the car. So when I said that, and he said okay, and he was putting the phone back, or he was doing something, so he wasn't facing me. So that was when I quickly took out the what's the name, his car key, because I knew that if I shout, he can drive off and he can do anything to me in the car. So without his car key, he can't do anything. But then I had seen someone in the car that was parked in front. So that was when I saw that this was the chance for me to escape. So the person in front, when we got there, it was like he was asleep. So I didn't see him. So I thought there was nobody there. But later on, I saw him moving his hand. Then I knew that, oh, there was somebody. So when I took the key, I started banging the window with my hand. My hand cries hurting. Started banging the window, like, and I was screaming loudly. So when he saw that this time there, he opened the door. People were coming around, and he was telling the people that I am crazy. Me, I am crazy. That's why I'm doing that. I'm crazy. So I got out and I was telling her, me, I am crazy. I said a lot of things that I don't remember because at that time I don't remember a lot of things. And then he was rather coming to me as if it was like a couple that is having issue. So he was coming to me as if he was coming to beat me. So I went to hide behind the driver, and the driver was like, I should keep quiet. But I kept on talking. I've forgotten the things I was saying, but I was saying things. I kept on talking. And then he said I should give him his keys. So I threw his keys into a bush bee. I said he should go for his keys. So at that time, I got to take a picture of him, and it wasn't clear, but I got a picture of him and his car's number plates. And I went to sit in the other car. Not knowing it was a boat driver, so I told him to. So the driver asked me I was going to, and I said, I was going to work. So he made me call my boss. I called my boss and I spoke to him and all that. And